Hey guys, what's going on? This is Raider Bone Dude, otherwise known as George, and I posted a video a couple of days ago on pretty much a similar thing that I'm going to be talking about today, but the audio cut off around 16, 17-minute marks, and I'd like to thank one of my viewers, whose name escapes me right now, but I'm going to go ahead and let him know that the video is posted up just for him. Anyways, well, we have the Windows Server 2008 R2. Another thing is I decided to make the video shorter, so I'm going to go into sections instead of making such long videos like a 20-minute video. So today we're going to be covering network and file shares. So here we go. Right now we have our Windows Server 2008 set up as a DHCP server, and we got our client computer here. Right now I'm gonna show you guys two ways to create a network share. The most popular way is you go to Windows C, Computer C, you right click, you go to New, you create a folder, and you name it whatever you like. Right click on it, go to Properties, Sharing, and you go to Advanced Sharing. And here you go ahead and share the folder and create all the permissions you'd like. Here, like in my case, I'd remove everyone, and I would give the administrators, all the administrators, full control, and all the domain users change and read. You know, for this case, it's different for every case. But in most cases, a general share folder is shared out throughout the entire company, so you want people to be able to change stuff in there and to not be able to delete, but to change and to read everything on there. However, I'm going to go ahead and cancel all of this and show you guys another way, which is actually kind of maybe not as easy, but it looks pretty cool. You go to Start, Administrative Tools, and you go to Share and Storage Management. Come on. Alright, there you go. Alright, you're going to have this application come up, and you'll see a couple of things once this thing finishes loading. You'll see a couple of automatically shared drives. You got the net logon folder, the system volume folder, and you get the C drive. This $sign means that it's hidden and you can't actually see it. For example, if I were to go to Start, if I were to go //AD1, which is the name of the server, as you can see, I see the net logon and the sysvol, and the reason we see it is because they don't have that $sign. However, if I were to want to see the C drive, I'd go to AD1 C drive, then put a $sign, click enter, and I'll be able to go in to the actual C drive of this network, of this computer. And you can do that from a client computer as well. So that's one of the security risks, and we can go about fixing that in later tutorials. But for right now, I'm going to talk about provisioning a share. You click on Provision Share. You want to go to Browse, and click on the C drive, and make a new folder. I'm going to call it again Share. Click Enter, and click OK, and you'll see C drive Share. I'm going to go Next. Keep that the same, Next. Share, you can rename this to something else, but I just like to keep the name the same. Share. Okay, here it's where you can edit the permissions. I like this one because it's very similar to what I showed you earlier, where administrators have full controls and all other users have only read access and write access. So you can go even further and edit the permissions manually like I did before. I'm not sure what users, whether this means domain users or whether it means every other user. But for right now, this is fine for me. I'm going to click Next, Next, and Create. and that's gonna finish very quickly, and that's done. And essentially what that did is it made a folder in the C drive that's already pre-shared. So if I were to go to the C drive, check the shares, check the permissions, you see everyone here has change and read, and administrators have full control. So it's already preset for us, which is cool. So now, why would I want to do this? Yeah, you'll see that right now it's on the server. However, if we go over to the clients here, we're going to put a control delete, sign in. One thing that I like to, you know what, I'll talk about this later when we get into group policy. A couple of things that you might want to keep in mind here is that you want to create a couple of shared drives. Like, you want a shared drive that's for everyone. You want a shared drive for accounting, so if there's an accounting folder, you want accounting, billing, if you're working for a hospital or a clinic, providers, IT, software, and you want to make sure that the permissions are strictly to those groups from the Active Directory. So right now we got our Windows 7 computer finishing up, and right now if we go to computer, I don't think we're going to see that share drive. Yeah, you won't see that share drive anywhere, and you would see it right here below. And there's a couple of ways where we can map the network drive. One way is by going up here, by going here and typing in the name of the server, AD1 / and there you can see the share drive. Then you can right click on it, click open. That's one way to do it. There's another way to do it from here, from a Windows Explorer. Do the same thing, AD1, type it in, and then double click on that, on the share. That's another way. The other way is to use map network drive, which is what I prefer. You do it here on the computer, map network drive, S drive. Then here you can browse for it, or you can just type it in yourself. I'm just going to type it in, and then click finish, and that's going to go ahead and map that S drive. So that's pretty much it. You go back to computer. Pretty much when you log in, well, you'll see that S drive from now on. One of the downsides to this is that pretty much I only map this drive to my account, to my Jorge Almazan account. However, it's probably also going to map to the administrator account, because I have my account and the administrator account linked. But if I were to go to another account like John Doe or Jane Doe and John Smith, this will not be there, and I'd have to do this for every single user, and that could actually be a very big pain in the butt, especially when you're dealing with many users and many computers in the office. So today was just a simple how to map a network drive and how to create one. One thing I like to mention is that this can be done from any computer. It doesn't necessarily have to be from the server, from the physical server. You can actually just have a Windows 7 computer dedicated to be the file server that has 2 terabytes or 3 terabytes or more terabytes of space on the hard drives, and perhaps setting it up as a RAID 5 to back up all of your information and to increase speed. RAID 5, we'll talk about that later, but essentially it's a way to have a fast hard drives, read and writes, as well as backing up those drives. by using a mirror drive. Anyways, so this shared drive is ready to go. So if I were to click on the shared drive and I were to create a text document saying test 1, 2, 3. If I were to go to the server, open up the shared drive, we see it there. And because I'm logged in as an administrator, my account is an administrator, there it is. I deleted it and now it's not there anymore. So it's shared throughout the network. You want to, and this is one reason why I want to make sure that only certain people are allowed to delete and not others. Alright, so this is the end of this tutorial. In the next tutorial I'm going to be going over group policy, and if you watch my last video, it's pretty much going to teach you how to map network drives using group policy, so you won't have to go to each individual user and each individual computer and actually map the network drive. Using the group policy, we'll be able to do that automatically without having to go out and manually do this ourselves. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down there and hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. So again, this is George signing off. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.